Let's talk Rocky Balboa or Rocky 6. It's called Rocky Balboa, but it is the sixth Rocky film. And this film was a really cool experience for me. Rocky 5 came out in 1990 when I was like 2 years old. So I never had the experience of seeing these films in theaters, seeing them when they were released. But I became a huge fan of the Rocky franchise. So when Rocky Balboa came out in 2006, it was really cool to see one of these films in theaters and see it right when it became released. And I really enjoyed this film. I think it is one of the better Rocky films. You do have to suspend your belief for some of the story, as you have to for a lot of the Rocky films. But what this film is about, I could really get behind that. You know, essentially you have Rocky, he's now a widower, his wife Adrian has passed away. He's just living with his brother-in-law. His son, they don't have the best relationship, and he's just trying to get by in life. He's got a restaurant now, he's long retired as a boxer, but he still has some demons that he has to deal with. And he decides he's going to deal with that by making a return to boxing at 60 years old, which realistically could not happen well, even if you're on all the steroids in the world. Very unlikely at a competitive level. But what this film is about is this man he's struggling to get by. There's a lot of stuff left in the tank, as he calls it, as he's left in the basement, as he says in the film, and he returns to what helps him and what guides him to get him past that. I really like that theme. I could relate to that in a lot of ways. And this was a very motivating film. I'm just summarizing it. I don't think this is word for word, but there's a scene when he says to his son, it's not about how hard you hit, it's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. Something like that is just a beautiful message that I think almost anyone in any walk of life, in any genre or profession or whatever can relate to. So the positive messages from this film is just epic. And the boxing scenes were fun too. A 60-year-old, even on all the steroids in the world, is not going to fight like that in an exhibition with the heavyweight champion. But, this is a Rocky film. You do have to suspend that belief. Fun story. I do like the look of this film. Little weird seeing, Sylvester Stallone still in that, old school, 80s Rocky walking around, but now he's in 2006. Didn't really fit in with the times, but I think that's part of the message in a way. So I think that was intentional. And this film is awesome. I've seen it so many times. I highly, highly, highly recommend Rocky Balboa.